What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Be part of the 4B fam and don't miss out on any of the rest of the African videos and also all the other awesome things that are coming for the rest of this fall. I actually went hog hunting last night with my dad and we both ended up shooting pigs. So my first animals back from Africa were some hogs other than dove. And I can't wait to share that video with you, but we've got to get through these last 2 or 3 warthog videos, or Africa videos. But guys, this hunt, it didn't even happen on purpose. So we had to get out of the hide a little bit early, and we're traveling to go pick up my mom and I think Rudy. We're going to pick up them two out of another hide. They were hunting for zebras, and me and my dad and Mark and Dempsey, we're all hunting in a different hide. But anyways, because we're just driving and checking out the sunset and looking at giraffes and all kinds of other animals. And on the road, I'd say we're probably halfway there. And I just happened to look over and catch a glimpse of an animal. And then I look a little bit harder and I'm like, oh, that's a warthog. Now, most of the time, warthogs, whenever they even hear the truck, and for sure whenever they see it, they're like, and they're gone. Like, they don't have any part of the vehicle. So I watched him, and then as we're driving by, he's like looking at us as we go by, and I'm like, did that really just happen? So I reach over and I knock on the cab, and I'm like, hey Debs, did you see that warthog? And he's like, no, what warthog? And I'm like, back up, there's a giant warthog on the side of the road, like 5 yards off the road. We drove right past him, he didn't even move. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, I mean, he's a big pig, but I can't tell if there's anything wrong with him. And Dibs is like, oh, there's definitely something wrong with him if he didn't run whenever we drove past him. So we back up, and as we're coming back, he stands up and he just kind of starts this fast walk down the side of the road. And he's just following us. As we're backing up, he's right there with us. And at first I reached for the bow, and I was just going to smoke him off the top of the truck with a bow. And then I realized he's like in some super thick stuff. It had just been too hard, so I was like, nah, forget it. So I put the bow down, grabbed the 375, right? And so we keep backing up just a little bit. And the whole time this pig, he's running with us, but he's just kind of slightly veering out at the same time. So whenever he finally stops again, he's out there at like 40 yards. We pick up that rifle, put it over the edge, boom! I level off on him, hit him right in the head. I was like, alright, sweet. Everybody just kind of starts laughing. We all watched him drop. And we get over there to him, and we're looking at him, and he's just a freaking stud of a pig. He's so cool. But like I said, this was totally unexpected. This was totally random. Like, we were planning on being done with hunting for the day, and we're just going to pick up my mom and Rudy from another stand, and it just so happened that we ran into a warthog that was a little bit unluckier than the rest. So it was super cool, not intentional, and that's why there's no intro or outro for this video. That's why I'm sitting here doing it now. But we thoroughly enjoyed that afternoon, like that day, just in general. We had a lot of fun. I think pretty much everybody had gotten their bucket list animals, and so it was just like a relaxing kind of hang out, see what you see, shoot what you shoot, relaxing kind of afternoon. So one other thing that I realized was that somehow whenever I turned this camera on, I adjusted some of the aperture settings, and that's why the clips look super dark. It's really not that dark outside. And then I accidentally, I guess, turned off record whenever I handed the camera back to my dad. I don't know, but for whatever reason the shot isn't on video. I don't know what happened, but it's alright. This was so cool that I still wanted to share with you guys anyway. I think this was like warthog number 4 or 3 for me. I don't know. It was a bunch. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do have an outro for this video, so I'm going to let it roll. I'm shooting hat on. Shooting with the gun. Okay.
I'll be trying on with him, but you guys are not big. Congrats.
Yeah.
You don't go. Interview us.
Yeah.
Interview yourself.
Something's wrong with this pig. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool if he has an arrow hole in the side of him? No, something's wrong with him. We were driving by and he was just standing there like 10 yards off the road looking at us. He didn't run, and he just slowly trotted down all the way through here. And we backed up probably 100 yards just following him. It's super wild, but he's a nice pig.
Nice pig.
He's super nice. There's where the bullet came out. The top of his back.
That's a super nice pig, man.
How is he still kicking with 375 to the face? That's what I don't
Just
understand.
nervous,
Yeah, yeah.
Just nervous.
Smells like our feral hogs.
No, big man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I wonder bloody what's
Turn him over?
yeah, there's something strange about him for sure.
What is this right here?
Yeah. That's not your shot. Your shot's up there.
Yeah.
Are we not wrong?
Maybe you're just really
So
stupid.
is this where the bullet came out? Where the blood is all right through there?
No, I think you rolled around in his blood.
No, the bullet came out up right here up on top.
Huh. That was totally... What is this here then?
Surely he didn't bleed. Well, I guess he did kind of bleed quite a bit.
No, I can't really see. But there was something strange. And
Yeah.
Pigs are super skittish with vehicles. Rudy and I were just sitting there being like, and he had a bit of a limp kind of thing going on. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, he was gimpy. I saw him. I was surprised y'all didn't see him whenever we drove past him. He just stood there and looked at us as we drove by. I think it was. It seemed like it was this side too.
Yeah.
It was kind of messed up.
Like the stains or something.
Yeah. What's up right here on his elbow? What's wrong? Is there something wrong with his elbow?
I don't know. Well, either way, I've got ourselves a good pig.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too sure what was up with him. That's where you shot him. Just like that.
That's correct.
That'll work. Cool. Well, let's quickly drag him over to the road there, and we can just put the vehicle lights on and take a picky quickly.
Yeah.
You can go get your mom. She's not far behind us. In front of us, sorry. Hang on, Ruth. Yep. You got lots?
Lyrics.
No, let's set it up quickly. Yes, there you go.
Giant.
Yeah, that's a nice picture.
Yeah, it is.
I love Dempsey's one rule. One big pig per person. Except for Brad.
He didn't run that way, away from us. He just kept running
I
right down
would have bet.
straight line.
I would have bet money that something was wrong.
Yeah. It was wild. He's super awesome. He's huge too.
Yeah.
I wonder what he goes over 9, I'm sure. I mean over 8, I'm sure. Right in the old noggin.
Right in the old noggin. We'll keep this brief so we can get your mom.
Okay.
She didn't shoot anything, huh?
No.
Yeah, haven't heard anything from Mom.
I texted her a little bit ago and she said not a single thing. A sable crossed the road when we first got there, but nothing since.
Headshot.
She said, how about y'all? She may be a little upset when I tell her we got like 15,000 pigs down.
My funniest is you're like, he's facing me. I was like, shoot him in the head.
So that was completely unexpected. That's why there's no intro for this. But it was super weird. We're coming down the road right here, as you guys can probably see behind me, and up jumps this guy, and he just stands there and stares at us. And we just kind of cruised past him, and he trotted off probably 2 or 3 yards, turned around, looked at us, and continued to kind of push around and feed around. And I told Dempsey, he was driving, I said, "Hey, did you see that warthog back there?" He's like, "No, I didn't see it." I said, "Well, he's just standing there on the side of the road." So we backed up probably 15, 20 yards, and he's still just standing there looking at us. So I was going to try to shoot him off the top of the buggy with the bow, and he kind of trotted on a little ways, and we backed up and followed him for probably about 100 yards. And then he finally stopped and turned and looked at me, and I had to shoot him with a rifle because of the lighting conditions, and of course him facing us head on and everything, and being 37 something yards away. I didn't want to shoot him in the head with a bow, but something was wrong with him. We could see him gimping or limping, however you want to say it. We don't know exactly what it is, but Dempsey says that these warthogs, they don't like trucks very well. So if vehicles get near them, they're gone. And I've also noticed that as well. Typically you get anywhere close to them with a truck or anything else, and phew, they take off running. So it's just very strange that he hung out on the side of the road and just looked at us. And then, of course, the entire time we're following him in the truck, he would take time to just stop and look at us periodically. And that's super strange. So we're not sure what's exactly wrong with him, but he didn't have to worry about it anymore. He's a super awesome boar, very, very huge, and I think he's awesome, just as awesome as the other 3. But what do you say we load him up and get on down the road and see if somebody shot a zebra?
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, let's do it.